joined by South Shore Press sports director Tom Barton. Tom, let's talk about what a complete and total disaster the Knicks ticker tape parade was. I don't even know where to begin, so I'll just let you go.
Yeah, 50 plus years, the New York Knicks finally get, the I guess, accolades that they should have. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. And it's such a shame because the Knicks fans waited so long. They deserve this championship. Everybody in New York is sort of a Knicks fan, because you don't have that split sports fan base like Mets, Yankees, Giants, Jets, Islanders, Rangers. So this was going to be just an all-time great thing. And now all anybody could talk about was too many people. It was crowded. Why was not Mamdani on a float? Why was he talking? Dolan taking shots at him. And apparently Dylan Jones had his number retired. So that's what you got from coming from the parade.
Well, let's talk about that because, I'm a Syracuse guy. Old school Big East. And I remember Patrick Ewing at Georgetown. They went to retire his number, but it didn't exactly work out that way, correct?
No, absolutely not. And what is mind-boggling, for those that don't know, on City Hall itself, they put up the retired New York Knicks jerseys and, Bernard King and whatnot. And number 33, we all know it. There's a million 33s being worn in the crowd, right? I mean, probably maybe a million 33s legitimately. And it's Patrick Ewing. We all know it's Patrick Ewing. Well, somehow or another, Dylan Jones, let's just say a specialty player, a guy that I think he averaged 1.5 points per game with the New York Knicks. And that's who they put up there. Jones, 33, who never wore 33 with the Knicks, by the way, was what the Mamdani organization wound up putting up on City Hall. And you think to yourself, they're trying to represent that they're these big New York Knicks fans. How many eyes did it take? Stefan, you know the political realm. How many eyes and approvals did that jersey to be hung gigantically in the middle of the parade? How many eyes were on that to give that approval? No staff member saw it. No intern saw it. Nobody said, hey, wait a minute. Why is Dylan Jones wearing Patrick Ewing's jersey? No, they just slapped it up, and it was an absolute. Now it's a laughing. It really is just a laughing stock.
When I put out a tweet, I read it out loud. I look at it multiple times. It's always best to get a second set of eyes on things. So what is going through their heads? But maybe we know it. Maybe that's what happens when you put, these young radical socialists who really don't know basketball when you put them in charge.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was a lot of that. You can see this parade. I heard estimates of 5 million. I heard more than 5 million people. And all anybody's talking about is the complaints. They should have extended this. They shouldn't have done it down at Canyon of Heroes. There's obviously too many Knicks fans. It was going to be too crowded. Most Knicks fans couldn't. There was fights. There was brawls. There was people going crazy. But Mamdani was on a float. And for some reason, Mamdani needed to take the microphone. And he felt the need to kind of take a shot at Dolan and represent himself as this big, giant Knicks fan. While him and Hochul stood up there with their giant smiles. Look at what we did. You didn't do anything, and it's supposed to be about the players. In fact, Mamdani was only the third mayor ever to be on any float for a sports parade. Nobody ever did it for the Yankees. Wasn't done for the Giants, but he had to be front and center. Well, maybe you should have fixed the Patrick Ewing jersey as opposed to being front and center and working on your speech.